cancel Christmas. They shut it down without a cheer. No dolls for the little girls, not one, not two, not 32 this year. The lights are dark on Main Street. The windows are all bare. The carolers went home. No laughter in the air. They took the joy off the shelf, and now there's nothing else. There will be no Thanksgiving turkey, no Christmas ham, no New Year's champagne or beer. The tariffs made the prices rise. Now we're just trying to get by here. They say it's tradition that markets have to fall, but there's no reason, rhyme, or sense that's clear. Instead of gifts and silver bells, we'll feed our families and neighbors too. The GOP canceled Christmas. What else are they gonna do? There will be no shopping on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. That's all gone away. The malls will be empty, the shelves will be full and plenty. The kids won't understand the pain, we'll have to explain. We're keeping our wallets closed. There will be no stocking stuffers, no songs, no cider, no champagne. They close the government tightly to hide what's in the files, the names and secrets stacked in tiles. They said it was for the people with big smiles. There's no turkey on Thanksgiving, no Christmas ham, no New Year's champagne or beer. The tariffs helped inflation climb. They have taxed our dreams, pressed our keys. The beast that haven't taken blame at all. Instead of stockings on the wall, we'll be passing us too. Instead of toys, we'll be buying bread for the neighbors too. The GOP canceled Christmas. What else are they gonna do? The GOP canceled Christmas, and joy couldn't remain. They say don't look behind the curtain, but we all know the game. They shut it down to hide the truth, the Epstein files and the names. You can cancel Christmas, but not the truth. The people will still remember what was done to the youth. So we'll light a candle anyway and pass the bread away. We will make our joy from what they've lost and turn us all around. They can steal our money for gifts, for a feast, even the tree, but love will always be. Cancel the holidays, but love still remains with no fee. The GOP cancel Christmas. They blamed it all on you and me. There's no Thanksgiving turkey, no Christmas ham, no New Year's champagne. So we can stick it to you. There will be no dolls for the children, no toys on the tree. Just hunger, headlines, and hypocrisy. Our base will soon be empty, but their pockets are hefty. They're toasting each other while most of the country is in pain. They canceled Christmas, we light our own flame. Canceled Christmas, but truth remains. Make no mistake, we're taking down all the names.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you again for joining us for another Divination Wednesday. We read cards, charms, wellness runes, witches runes. We might even do a little astrology today. It's up to the spirits and you to decide what will be your reading. Thank you again for joining us. If you would be so kind as to take this time to share out this video and leave a like, we'd greatly appreciate it. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'll be with you shortly. Okay, hi guys. I'll be with you 1 second. My son decided all of a sudden he was hungry, so I just wanna have him finish heating up his stuff because he doesn't like to be on camera, and then I'll be right with you. Okay, he just wanted to heat up his chili. Now let me get back to where I am. I gotta turn off this thing. Ciao, go back here. Oh, that's a fancy background. Um, hmm, there we go. Okay. Hey, Josh. Hi, Anna. How are you guys? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna tell you my list. If I missed anybody, please tell me if you want a reading or not. Um, I have Nina, Robert, Kieran, Tired, Kelly, Rosanna, Kim, Scott, Regina, Krista, Fancy, Kevin. Okay, Roxanne. I see her little one there. Roxana. Okay. Scott, I got you. Anna, do you want a reading? Hi, Jolie. Jolie, do you want a reading? We'll get all that stuff in now, so I don't have to forget later. And I think that list was right. We got Nina, Robert, Kieran, Tired, Kelly, Rosanna, Kim, Scott, Regina, who messaged me, Krista, Fancy, Kevin, Roxana, Anna, Anna, reading for Anna, Jolie, and then I'll put our friend Jen on, who I'm sure will be here shortly. Okay, fabulous. Now I think I got everybody. Of course, if I missed you, please let me know now. You're here, yes. Okay. Did you want a reading, hun? Mudge? Let me know. But I really think I got everybody. I think I did. I'll take it. Yes, I put you on the list this time because I think I missed you last week. So, of course, I got to put you on this week, Kevin. But we were busy. Well, I don't know. Last week, I came on here with 31 people were in here right off the bat, and I was like, what the hell? So, Hi, Janet, of course. Janet, nice to see you, hon. Thanks for coming in. Okay. I am just finishing up a cigarette, but here we are. Here we are. Um, I think that's good. It's okay. That's what we got. I got my coffee. We got everything here. I'll be lurking and listening too. Okay, no problem, my sweetheart. I will call your name when I get to you. I know what you're gonna be. You're gonna be fooling around with the soon-to-be hubby there. I'm kidding, Rosanna. Okay. Um, Lynn Lynette, I haven't seen her. I know it's so terrible. Your Wednesdays are free now. Yeah, you're right. Usually Hal goes on. I never used to have to compete with Hal Sparks before because I do something totally different, right? But now we have similar groups. So, hmm. Brandon, did you want a reading? Oh no. I don't, you know what? That's what I thought. Hey, Yvonne, if you want a reading, let me know, sweetheart. That's what I thought the other day, but I realized I had like a lot of windows open still on the top, and that's why I was cold. Yeah. So I'm good. Thank you, dear. Okay. Okay, sure. We love our lurkers and hanging out and chatting, even if you don't want a reading. So that's fine. Yvonne, if you want a reading, I'll put you on here just in case. And then we shall start. Who do we have for Nina? Fabulous. Um, let's go for Nina. I'm good tonight. Okay, Yvonne. Thank you. Here we go. Nina, you're going to get Pastelawini. Pastelawini. They're pink Halloween cards because they're fun. I don't know. So let's see what they have to tell you today. Okay, do you want both of those? Okay. And that one? Interesting. Okay, here we go. For Nina. Let's go in order. So the first one you got is the haunted doll. Unsettling yet alluring. Childhood memories with lingering shadows. Playing with the past. Then you have the flickering flame. Hopes burn bright, finding warmth in the cold, focusing your brilliant energy. Shine even in the dark. Hi, Jeff. And then you have your last one is the bubbling brew. Mixing of energies, a magic in the making. Potential stirs within you. Let it simmer. Stir up the solution. Ooh, love all those for you. Okay, let's see your message. Um, uh, did anyone have a wonderful Halloween? I actually handed out some candy with it. Oh, that's nice. Not one person rang my doorbell, which I guess was good because I didn't have any candy because I can't afford it this year. But I would have gave them a pencil or something because I had a few little tchotchke things. If somebody really rang the doorbell, I'd just give them pencils. But sorry, that's what we got, Halloween pencils. But nobody rang the door. Well, my son went out. He got a little candy. He was like, gosh, there was like nobody home, nobody answering the doors. I was like, yeah, should have went out earlier and went to the stores. Probably would have been better, but that's what went on here on Halloween. All right. Sorry. Tell me the message for Nina. Sorry. Wow. Hello. What a beautiful message, Nina. Nina, the lost souls are just confused in darkness and shrouded by it. Be the light in everyone's day. It's a bigger job than you'll ever know. It's your job nonetheless. And you have been doing it swimmingly. Keep being the light and shine on bright. They're even rhyming for you, which is funny. Now, you have a yes or no question, I'm assuming, because your guide is, I know, it's yes. Yes, yes, she has a question, and yes is the answer. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. The answer to your question is yes. Yes. Okay. And that was for Nina. And now we have a Robert. Yes, I went out to vote yesterday right before my physical therapy. And I like how they had, I didn't know on election day, well, I guess maybe for mayors and stuff, you're allowed to do this. I don't know. But they had people like on the corners trying to convince you to vote for this one or that one. And so they had this lady out, and she was telling me all about the borough president. Now, I didn't really look into the borough president race because I was just going Democrat, so I didn't give it crud who was, hey, Derby, who was running. So she was telling me all about this black guy. I go, oh, he sounds fabulous. He must be a Democrat, right? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not voting for him. She was like, but he's better than the other guy. I don't care. You say that now, but I don't believe, not a bit. And I'm like, why would a black guy run under the Republican? I don't know. Anyway, is what it is. I didn't vote for him, but interestingly enough. But borough president's not really like a interesting job anyway. They threw one out there, but it went back in there. Oh, both of those? Okay. Hey, Jen, how are you, sweetheart? Anyway, I was surprised because I didn't think you were allowed to do it on election day. I just went on my merry way anyway. But it was strange because I didn't think they were allowed to do that. I thought there was like a deadline on when you could solicit this one. Okay, here we go for Robert. Hi, Benny. Jin. Did anyone come else in? Derby, I said hello. Oh, Patrazi. Hi, love. If anybody wants a reading who just came in, please let me know. Now, Robert, the first one you got is Rekindle Hope. Okay. Rabbits are associated with fertility, abundance, and new beginnings. As a totem, they help with renewal, sensitivity, and agility. The world is a plate full of food, rich in flavors that make all your senses work. You can't eat it all, but you have the option to choose something new instead of going with something familiar. If you don't like what you chose, don't be upset. The plate is constantly being replenished. Control your circumstance like a rabbit by gazing, digging, and scraping. Interesting. Then you have endless exploration, which is the alligator. No matter how far ahead, I'm willing to explore it. Alligators are symbols of a mix of power, protection, and hidden emotions. As a guide, they help with strength and emotional understanding. Um, in the absence of absolute knowledge, there comes ideas, thoughts, and creativity. When you flip the switch and the light bulb comes on, it's an understanding of the situation or a realization that the concepts of that concept. And you're heading to the light and to something deeper. Alligators create diversity, boosting performance. Bask in the sun with me. Aw, life secrets. We'll talk about life secrets and about our feelings. Then you have limitless potential, which is the black cat. I have limitless potentials waiting to be unleashed. Cats are often seen as independent, which is a powerful message to embrace your own choices and be self-sufficient. Cats are known for their adaptability in new situations, reminding you to be flexible and resourceful in life. Some people need to be lifted, and others need to be left in the dust. Which are you? Let yourself be lifted to your highest potential. Alrighty. Hi, Mr. Spock. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry you in the hospital. I hope you're feeling better, Jeff. Okay. Robert, let's see what Madison has for you. Madison, right? They all want to rhyme today. I don't know. They're in a rhyming mood. Hey, Jen. Robert. There's no hill too high to climb. It's your time to shine. Start getting focused on your next move. But there's no need to overthink anything. Just do what makes you happy. Just do what makes you happy, boy. You have a question too, I think. Your answer is yes, and your answer is yes. You have a yes too. Okay. That was for Robert. Now I have Kieran. Kieran. Hey, Kyle. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, Kyle. We have a long list, though. I was looking for you the other day, but because I put you on the list, but then you disappeared. Um, if you can't stick around, though, let me know, because what I'll do is I will put you at the very end, and then you can always watch it back if you really need a reading. Want to make sure you get one because last week you didn't. But got a list and I'm checking it twice. Nina was first, Rosanna. First I read Nina, and then Robert. But Nina was first, Robert was second. This time it was different. It was a different setup than last week. Nina made it in first this week. I didn't forget her. I promise. All right. Rista, I gotcha. I didn't forget your name. What do you want to read for her? I know you know all her questions. So you tell me, I'll read it. Okay, we're going to the deep messages. I got you. I got it. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see what we got for Kieran. And then I'll just tell you, this is our third one on the list. We did Nina, Robert. Now it's Kieran. I have Tired, but I think she left, but maybe I'll give her one at the end too. I don't know. Then we have Kelly, Rosanna, Kim, Scott, Regina, Krista, Fancy, Kevin, Roxana, and Anna, Jolie, Janet, Jen, and Kyle. Eee, that's the list. That's the list we got going on. So you wanted one of these? Which one? Here we go. Hey Colt, how are you? All right. Kieran. So the first card is, hey John from Vegas. Well, welcome in. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're doing card readings tonight. Sometimes walking away is the only option. Not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know you deserve better. So I don't know if you have a friend who is a little iffy and maybe not really a friend, and they're telling you drop that person because they're not really doing you any good. When a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are a part of a cycle of life. They make way for a wonderful new beginning and opportunities. So an ending. So this might be a friendship you have to end. Your last one is, don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. So maybe you already know. Why are you throwing cards at me? It's still Kieran's turn. Just wait. It scared me because I didn't expect the next deck to come flying at me. Okay, hello. Just wait for it. I'm getting there, guys. They're ready for to read you guys. Okay, anyway. With that being said, I think maybe you already know who this person is. It's a friend, it's an acquaintance, it's a business partner. I don't know, but it's someone who is messing with your energy. Your guide is saying it's time to dump them. So, okay, message for Kieran. So, Kieran, the road is a long one, and I know not everything always goes to plan, but believe me, everything is in divine timing. Sometimes we are thrown off course because something else needs to be mended or changed. Really take time this week to re examine what's going on in your life and what's going on around you. Okay, so that was your reading. Um, and your question, the answer to your question is yes. And I think actually you have a second question. Is that yes to? Okay. So I think you had two questions in mind. Maybe you weren't sure which one to ask us, but both, they're going to answer both of them. They said yes. Okay. And I hope that made sense to Kieran. And guys, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Kyle. Thank you. Okay. You must know what they're talking about. I appreciate you, Kieran, for coming in every week and supporting us. We appreciate you. We love you and your spirit guides. So, and I know it's late for you, and I hope you have a good night's sleep, or it's super early. I can't remember which one, but yeah. It might be super early. It's like 4 in the morning there. Go back to sleep, girl. All righty. Now, tired. I don't know. Like I said, I think she snuck out. Um, yes, Christina. So we could always try to put her at the end, but right now I'm gonna move on to Kelly because she's here. So Kelly's next. What do we got? Mary Beth. Um, hey, Kelly. Yeah, is this what you? I'm gonna get the cards that they threw at me. I'm assuming they're for you. Um, and let me just plug this phone in. Hi, Janelle. Because these are what they threw at me, so I'm assuming something here is what you need to know, Miss Kelly. Since she couldn't wait. Wait, let me turn myself around. I went to physical therapy yesterday, and people are like, oh, you go to physical therapy and you get like massages and these machines that pound your back. That must be nice. I'm like, that lady kills me. She presses so hard that it feels like she's breaking my bones. Hi, Paula. So I don't necessarily know that, doing the bicycle wouldn't be better. But I don't have a leg problem. I have a back problem. Anyway. This one? Okay. Oh. That one. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got for you. Did I put them up the right way? Because these are double-sided. Okay. So this one is the right side. This is the Judgment card. Needing to step it up. Needing to learn a karmic lesson. Or maybe just having some doubt or indecisiveness about a situation. Rethink it. Oh, then you have the lunar eclipse. Hey, Autumn. Deep emotional cleansing. Timing. About 3 months. Subconscious revealed. New emotional cycle. Seeing clearly. Divine aid and endings. Something's going on, Kelly. Interesting. Okay, and this one, how did you want it? Okay, and that one is the tower. This is the way it's up. The tower. Disaster averted. A near miss. A stall. Delaying the inevitable. Resisting change. All right, you're going to have something coming on. Let's see what, or it's just beginning. Maybe you know what they're talking about. Let's see what's going on. I sent you a link, Autumn, in case you wanted to join us. 31 people again. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like. I appreciate all of you hanging out and talking to each other. And I'm going to try to get as many readings in as I can. I'm going. But please talk to yourselves. Talk to yourselves. Talk to the people in chat and keep yourselves entertained. Because sometimes I miss it. If there's something you really need to tell me, please put it in bold letters. Make sure maybe you type it. I know it's like a 20-second delay, but maybe make sure you type it when I'm just finishing. Then I'll see it. Hi, Darrow. Much love to you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, honey. Go ahead. Kelly, you know about the moon. Is there some kind of weird eclipse coming in November or something with the moon? Let me see. What's going on with the moon in November? Okay, there is a Beaver supermoon November 5th. And then there's some lunar and celestial events appearing in the sky. Yeah. Some kind of eclipse. I should say the next one. Okay. So the next one, this next weird lunar eclipse, which I guess is what they're talking about. Something came in with that on September. It was in September, but I guess it's been brewing. So it started in September, and I think the phenomenon will end in March. So between now and March, some stuff is going on for you, I guess, because they're really talking about that kind of weird moon stuff. They mentioned it as an eclipse, though. But you know, the supermoon's tonight, yeah. But they're talking about some kind of eclipse. So there was one that it started like going, I guess it starts moving in September, goes all the way to March. Some kind of weird thing with the moon. But I guess the final thing happens in March. But okay. Okay, this is really interesting. Okay. A storm is brewing with the eclipse. The moon is mirroring a situation you will find yourself in. It will pass, but not without change and consequence. Stay laser focused during this time. Don't let things that you would normally just be like, whatever, and let it slide, because you may find that it will slide out of control. So just really stay vigilant. So now I think you have a question for me, maybe to having to do with this reading. Okay, so your answer is yes on the question. Yes? Okay. All right. And we're all good for Kelly. Yes? Yes. Now, I hope that made sense to you, my darling. Where is Miss Kelly? She's somewhere. There's a full moon tonight. Yeah. Okay, make something to eat. Thank you. You're welcome. Anytime. Somebody asked me for a reading, Daryl, right? Let me just put you on. We have a lot of people, but like I said, I'm really try hard to get to everybody. Let me move my list over a little because now I'm at the end of the page. Okay. Christina, Daryl. Oh, I love you, hon. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you so much too. You know I love you, girls. And I love your little song with the dancing plant too that we made. Like I said, I'm trying to make all the members like a cute little song for themselves, and I'm trying hard. And I hope you're all enjoying them. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. After Kelly, we have Rosanna. Here we go, Rosanna. Rosanna. Yeah, no problem. Don't you worry about it. You eat something. Don't stress yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Rosanna. And when Autumn joins us, I'll have her pull the cards and I'll give you guys a message so it works out a little easier. It's not as much on my psyche to do both, but you still get the same experience. So, because I feel the message is important, but sometimes, Hi, Regina. I have you on the list, Miss Regina, but I put you, everybody was in so early. I did put you on the list. I figured you'd show up. I have some witchy cards for you, Rosanna. I want pink cards. You want pink cards. Okay. Listen, she doesn't want to hear your message, lady. Joking, Rosie. I know she likes to get the same cards. I'm sorry. I get them. I want that pink card. Yeah, like Nina had, right? At first she told me give the witchy ones. Maybe she did mean these. I thought she meant those witchy ones. But she says you like the ones like Nina got. I don't know what's going on, but something's moving around today. Jonathan? No, it's not my son. Okay. I thought maybe he came to go to the bathroom and he snuck by, but nope. Nope, nope. I'm okay, just going easy. Yeah, of course. I'm glad you're okay. Chucker John said some beautiful stuff about you today in his live stream to hope that you got better and said you're lovely and make everybody happy. Yeah. With your happy stuff. This one? Okay. Here we go. Yeah, fancy. So go check that out. Okay. Here we go. Petrazi, did you want a reading? I don't know, like Erica. Okay. Just put everybody on who came in so I don't forget. So the first one you have is getting ahead. Getting ahead. Endings are beginnings. Mortality brings clarity. The cycle is complete now. Wisdom in your bones. Nice. Then you got stitched soul. Rebuild broken pieces. Embrace what makes you unique. Create in chaos. Build yourself anew. Mhm. And then you have soulful stories. You speak magic words. What you write in your mind becomes realized universal wisdom. So definitely there's some kind of epiphany that you're about to have or you just had. Maybe you don't realize it, but yeah. You had a newfound wisdom or you're about to have one. I have a head. It shorts out once in a while, but I got one. She's been asking for a while. Okay. I told you guys over here there's only one line that goes, so I have to keep looking after the reading, and sometimes I miss it. So I apologize. I got you. I got you. It's there. Okay. What do we got for Rosanna? Sorry, Rosie. Interesting. Okay, Rosanna. Almost 8 p.m. here, Christina, too. My life is full, but still lacking. My life is happy, but still a little sad. My family is large, but still it's small. You have many things, yet in the back of your head, you do realize that there might be something you're lacking or missing. Maybe you can't put your finger on it. Maybe you know, but you're lying to yourself. Dig in deep and find the missing piece so you could have full peace of mind. Okay. So that was very deep, and that obviously is for you to figure out. But you do have a question. The answer to that question is yes. So there you go. What else? Do you have a second question, Rosanna? Gin up the base. Well, maybe I'm going to put you down here, and I'm sure something will come to me, and I will tell you what you need to know. Or your spirit, I should say, your spirit guide will tell me, and I'll tell you. Because I'm just, the voice. You're welcome. No, you don't have any more questions? Okay. I just wanted to make sure because your spirit guide was still standing here, and sometimes then I think maybe you just have another question, or maybe they're just going to get some coffee. I don't freaking know. I don't know. She stopped talking, but I didn't know if maybe you needed something else. Fabulous. You're very welcome, honey. Okay. Because I'm not a mind reader. Okay. Now we have Kim. Kim, are you here, Kim? Who do we got for Kim? Do we have Sparks today? You have a gang of what? Hello. Where'd you find this one? Aha. Did your little ones go to school today, Kim? Your grandbabies went to school today, huh? It's actually getting dark here around 5 in New York, which drives me totally insane. Kim, you're here. Yeah, did did you bring your grandkids to school today? Anyway, do you want to read cards? Give her the way. Sure. These ones. No. The animal instead. Okay. You got it. Oh, we got Paula too. I'm sure Paula wants a reading. If you do, let me know. Hi, Kathy, my love. Just popping in to say hello. I haven't seen you, my darling. Thank you so much. I'm going to message you because I've been making songs for all the members. And you know, I'm going to make you one. But I had a few questions for you. Anyway. Yes, please. Okay, Paula, love. Which one? Okay. Here we go. Kim. Yes, why? Someone follow. Yes, Kim. Someone follow. It's a little one because I had to look down. I was like, oh, Sparks, who you got with you? He's like, I got a brigade. And then he's like, no, I got the little one. And I'm like, okay, where'd the little one come from? He's like, the school. So, okay. Your first one, Kim, is the white hair. And the white hair is awareness. Are you attuned to your environment? How can you be more aware of the world around you? Then you have the friendly deer. Friendship. True friends are one of life's greatest gifts. Keep them close. So there must be someone maybe you haven't talked to in a while that's maybe needing you. And then you have the white stag, which is believe. Believe in yourself and be your own guiding light. Trust that you know the way. Ooh. Okay, Kim. Interesting. Kim. Okay, so, darling, the relaxed week thus far has been awesome, but we really must get back to work. You know your job. Let's be ready. There's time to rest, and there's time to be serious. It will be balanced, but sometimes rest can just take over inadvertently. So let's watch that. Okay? They're ready. They're ready to work. They're ready to work, Kim. And you need to be ready too. Uh, yeah. Um, and do you have a question, Kim? Paula, before I forget what I was doing. Question. Do you have a question, my darling? Okay. Yes. Okay. The answer to your question is yes, Kim. Now we have Scott and then Regina. What do you got, Martin? Yes. Yes. And the answer was yes. You had a question and the answer was yes. Good. All right. Wait. I have to just, Scott, give me 1 second to get some water and whatever, because I think we're past 5. I try to keep myself at 5, but I think we're way past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 only. Okay. I just need water and whatever. But so give me a second. And then I'll be right back with you guys after I get some water and maybe a smoke. I don't know, but I definitely need water. Okay, my love, sorry. Give me 1 second. Well, if you insist. Yes. Sorry. Oh, Kathy, thanks for hanging out. I'll be right back. Okay, grab a beer. Share with your spirit guide. Pour him a little. He knows what's going on. I got another case. Got a 330-year-old hex to deal with crossovers. Yeah, Kim. And I've been slacking with my crossovers because every time I ask them, there's like, oh, there's 2, there's 4. I'm like, oh no, they can wait. Like, what the hell's going on? I want to cross over like 500 at one time or something, like, because it takes energy and it's easier to do it once than 5 times. So anyway, but that is what it is. We know. All right. let us see what we got here. We got, sorry. I'm going to put the ashtray in front of here. Apologize. You may or may not see some smoke. Sorry. Martin, what do you want to read while you're here? Okay. Oh, there's Autumn. No. Oh, there you go. I don't know why it was like I added you to the stage and then it's like invite more guests. I'm like, no, I don't want to invite more. I want Autumn here. But it put you here. Just wanted to put more people. I don't know. How are you, Laurel?
Not too bad.
Good. How was those storms? You said you had bad storms.
Yeah. Crazy weather across the globe. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm still dealing with the after effect of the flu, of course.
Oh no.
Like,
Yeah, a lot of people I think are it's like flu season, so
yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna knock on wood.
I didn't even get a chance to get the flu jab yet.
No, I don't get those because the last time I got one, I had like a reaction and I
Right.
literally not only got the flu, but I got like I was like dying. I thought I must have been some kind of allergic reaction to it. So I never got it again. And literally I never had the flu except that time that they gave me the flu shot. So I refused to get it because I'm like, I almost died. Like, I was
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
hospital and everything. I couldn't breathe. I was like, no, I was fine until you gave me that freaking shot. So turns out my grandmother, which I didn't know this, my grandmother also almost died of the flu shot. I wish somebody would have told me that because then I would have known that obviously it runs in the family. We're fucking allergic to that shit. There's something in there that does not go with us,
Yeah, there's obviously an ingredient that causes a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother's also allergic to penicillin, and so is my sister, and so is my daughter. So, I'm not allergic to penicillin, but obviously I'm allergic to whatever the hell's in that flu shot. So, like my grandmother, so we're just gonna leave it like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But like I said,
usually-
I never got it other than that. So I'm like,
Yeah, I've had to have it. If I try and avoid it, I get caught on a doctor's appointment, so I can't avoid because they catch me.
Well,
They're, "Oh,
if you're not allergic to it, then whatever. I mean, here, like, they've asked me like 50 million times, oh, you want the flu? I'm like, no, I told you. And the doctor was like, finally, he was like, I don't understand why you don't want it. I'm like, because I almost died the last time I got it. He's like, oh, okay. Now they don't ask me, but before it was like, I'm like, how much money do you make off these fucking flu shots that you're like so inclined to shoot the freaking everybody up with it,
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just gonna do Scott, so I'll give you a minute to get yourself together. After Scott is Regina, so you can read the cards for Regina, and then I'll do a message. So here you go. Scott, the first one is Queen of Coins, and the Queen of Coins is tending to yourself, perfectionist, ambition, possessive, homework balance or an imbalance of sorts, self-focus, extracting. So let's see what else we got. We got the Queen of Cups. Holy shit, you got 3 queens. So you got the Queen of Coins, then you have the Queen of Cups, which is creative, idealistics, emotionally connected, being in the flow, deep feelings, empathic, intuitive, psychic, and loving. And then you got the Queen of Swords. Which side? This one? Okay, Queen of Swords. Mentally strong, candid, quick-witted, fair, inner strength, direct, chatty, realistic, quirky, and sharp. Okay. So, let's see your message to go with all the queens. That's super interesting. I wasn't paying no never mind. I don't remember ever pulling 3 queens. That must mean something. So here we go. Let's see your message from Martin. Wow. Okay, the chat just went totally nuts. Okay. Anyway, it blacked out, like it went all white and then it came back and it flew. I don't know what was going on. Okay. Okay. Scott, there's no time like the present to work on alternatives. It's hard to not be ourselves or to have lost our old self somewhere. But it's time to embrace our new being, our new self, and work with it to our fullest capabilities. We also need to be very focused on paperwork we're filling out and legalities as to make no mistakes. And now you have a question. So the answer to your question is yes. And I think you have another question too. Okay. And the answer to that question? Okay. And the answer to your second question is also yes. Okay. Fabulous. And that was for Scott. Hi, Andre. Okay. So that's what we got there. So next is Regina. Is Regina here? Oh, you're welcome, Scott. Yeah, it was a good reading. Yes, it's the Beaver Moon tonight. Okay. Do you see Regina? We're gonna give her a second. Oh, I'm sure it's a pain in the neck, isn't it?
What's our list?
Yeah, we have a list. We have a big list today. So Regina would be next. If we don't have Regina, then we have Krista, Fancy, Kevin, Roxana, Anna, Jolie, Janet, Jen, Kyle, Christina, Daryl, Erica, which is Petrazi,
I'm trying to write
Jin,
another sticky note.
Paula, Andre. Anyway. Yeah, anyway. I'll say it one more time. We got um just wanted to let you know I'm here. Great, Janet, I got you. Okay, so I don't know where Regina is. Regina, because we can always do them last if they're not here, and I'll just leave their timestamps. Krista, are you here? We got Krista, NH girl. Yes. Okay, so let's do Krista. Krista's next. You could do the readings. Do moons make dams.
Yeah. The first one is subtle growth. Growth may occur quietly and gradually, away from immediate attention, unseen forces. So not everything has to be displayed to be valid growth. Sometimes it's just the quiet working towards a goal. The second one is passing waves. Trust in the journey and know each change leads to deeper understanding, fluidity of life. Like being fluid in the way that life got, like, change happens. We can't change the fact that change happens. It's the one constant, which is kind of ironic, but just go with the flow. You can't stop the waves. They're going to happen. You know, it's and we have mystic glimpse. So you have a powerful ability to see beyond illusions and find what truly matters. That, like, during all of the, like, let things be, and you will see what it is that needs to be seen, even if nobody else does. We've got healing power. There's, no matter how fragmented you feel, you regenerate and emerge stronger. You recover, rebuild, try again. I mean, it can be frustrating, and sometimes that recovery can be time consuming, and a point where you don't feel like things should be time consuming. But waiting for the right time is just important.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yep.
All right, Krista. Marble has the message for you. There's something to be said for being more social, and you've been doing a great job. But also make sure to pay attention to your dreams and aspirations. Do you remember them? Don't forget, you are who you are. You are who you are. You were made this way. I'm sorry, I didn't even turn back on my camera. You were made this way. You were made this way for a reason. And you can bet it's because you are strong and your soul just needs some extra learning. Now, they said you actually had 2 questions today. She actually said you had a lot of questions, and she was saying yes, no, Yes, no. And then I was like, so the first question that you were thinking is yes. And your other question is no. And I hope that made sense to you. We're just waiting for her answer, and then we're going with um Krista. Fancy. Fancy, you're here, love? Oh, good, Roxana.
Yeah, I think Fancy said to cancel her out for tonight because she's got visitors.
Oh, okay. So the next is Kevin. All right. And yeah, my brain has been going around today. So thank you all. You're welcome, Krista. It was so funny because she said, oh, she has so many questions. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how many questions. We're going to answer two. The first two most important. So she's like, yes, no. I'm like, okay. So she knows you well. Okay. So next is Kevin.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so your first one is asking you to reconnect with your inner self.
Oh my gosh. I just finished with his spirit guide, and when you pulled that, I already knew what you were going to say. Sorry.
There's a secret refuge. Reconnect with your core and be ready to emerge with renewed clarity in your protected space. Like reconnecting with yourself, like find that place where you feel completely safe. so you can dig deep into yourself. The next one is an unknown path. There's something's coming, a knocking from the locked door there. Accept uncertainty and welcome unexpected adventures with courage. Uncharted journey. So there's a path that you're going down or going to be going down. That is not something that you've done before. And they're saying, pluck up that courage. We've got dreamy glow. Nurture and cherish your dreams, no matter how elusive they may seem. You have quiet visions of what you want that you haven't shared with anybody. But they know. Go after it.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, Kevin, Spirit Guide had a mouthful for you. Here you go. There's so much more to life than what we see on the surface. We really are here for our soul's learning, socially and mentally, but we must also look beyond into our hearts and really go way beyond to find the meaning of why we're here. Not everybody, not why others are here, not why the world exists, but you must find out why you're here and what your soul must accomplish. Um, so obviously, the divine or the universe, however you believe, things that you have something to do, and maybe it's the time and they want you to look at it. And maybe that's what she was talking about with a path that you're missing. Um, and they also said you had a question, and the answer to your question is yes. And so that was for Mr. Kevin.
Yeah. The the the, the quiet dreams, like that they know that you've got that you like don't. It might become clear to you when you reconnect with yourself in that safe
Right.
space.
Yeah, they're really asking you to go deep and to really search and ask yourself the hard questions. So,
It may even be connected to this uncharted adventure.
yeah.
So
Okay, and next we have Roxanne, 1979.
Okay. Your first card is actually the unknown path, which is, I think, confirming that you have a lot of uncertainty currently, but welcome these unexpected adventures and go into them with that confidence and excuse me, the confidence and the seeking of knowledge through the uncharted area of life. The second one is dark wisdom. Find strength and clarity in solitude and trust the value of insights you gain. So it's sort of go on this adventure with courage, but keep watchful, and you will gain a lot of insight. And also with the strength and the clarity that you'll find in having time to yourself in that solitude, because we need to find ourselves, who we truly are. not who we think the world sees us as. The third one is enclosed haven. Create personal space, physically and mentally, for growth and well-being. Set those boundaries and stick to them. The only person who should be re-evaluating those boundaries is you, not anybody else trying to negotiate them. Just stick to your guns. You've got a lot of personal growth, which you might not find necessarily easy because it's not something that you've had to do before necessarily. But find yourself with it, like your true self. These two cards, solitude and boundaries. You know, like know who you are within and without like friends, family, acquaintances, Joe Blogs on TikTok. Without any of that, find you and go on this adventure with courage, because it's positive personal growth. All yours.
Okay. Roxanne. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't always stop and throw your hands up. We must fight for ourselves. No one does it like we do it for ourselves. I know conflict is not something you like, but it's something we all face. You will be surprised how little effort it really takes to just speak up for yourself and to tell somebody, hey, I'm not having it. Do it. You'll be surprised. And then they said you had a question and the question to your answer. The answer to your question backwards is yes. The answer to your question is yes. So I hope that made sense to you.
I did that earlier. I got two things, two letters switched out. I can't remember what it was, but it was funny.
I just wanted to make sure the message from her guide made sense. Oh, you're very welcome, honey. Yep. Next is Anna. Anna Moore. Let's see if Anna's here. Oh, I do that, Paula. They actually have a syndrome, and they say if you walk backwards out of that room, you'll remember what you needed. There's Anna. Okay.
Okay, your first one is bright tides. Within every moment of chaos, there's a chance to transform and renew. Harmony in duality. So, like, chaos doesn't mean catastrophe. Like, chaos is a removal of something that was previously there, and it is shattered into pieces, for want of a better description, and new things can be made from that. It's like there's a chance to transform and renew. It's like you could just put the old thing back together again, but would that really help you in any way? Whereas transformation changes the stage. And one we have is gleaming edge. Taking a step back can offer brilliant insights into your current situation. They're asking you to take a step back from something and allow yourself to see different perspectives. Because there's always more than one. And the last one is stable depths. True stability is often not immediately visible, but it has a profound impact. Quiet power. But again, it's like not everything has to be put out there for the masses to see. Like, hey, this is proof that I blah blah blah. Like, no, you don't need that. Knowing in yourself how you feel is so much more important. So like, if you feel like you're, I mean, it could be health, it could be either mental or physical, it could be something else entirely. It doesn't need proof. Quiet power is quiet. It's not.
Good night, Scott. Is it my turn? Or did I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
No, it's just trying to formulate this. It's like quiet power is it doesn't need to be blasted on a megaphone.
Mm-hmm. Funny.
It's
So Anna,
power
this
here.
yeah, this is our first reading, I believe, Anna, because I didn't know your spirit guide, so I had to get to know them. So it took me a few minutes. So the message from your guide, and because this is our first okay, Roxana. Yeah. So have a great night if I don't see you. So yeah, we're getting to know you, Anna. So this is kind of a deep message. And so because we don't know each other, besides our little chats and Johns, this is what your guide had to say, okay? There's so many things that travel through our minds on a daily basis that we lose sometimes what's really important by worrying about everything instead of picking and choosing, right? So they want you to maybe make a list. Make a list, stay on task, because the world has a way of weighing on our souls, okay? But you don't have to carry it all. Our minds get clouded by shit, basically. So try grounding exercises. So there are teas that you can Google this. There are teas that will help with grounding your root chakra. There's exercises that helps with grounding, but the easiest really is, like they said, try to start making lists to help you like break down, look, this is what I really want to do, and this is what I'm going to focus on and fuck the other shit, right? So in easy language. So that was what your guide said. They also said you had a question in mind. So the answer to your question is yes, as well as your reading. They said you maybe had a yes or no question that was rattling around today, and the answer is yes. So with that being said, do you have anything else for me, since this is your first reading? Or you want anything clarified, please let me know. Good night, Scott. Good night, Roxana. Enjoy the dog. I know it's just a little 20-second delay, so that was excellent. I'm good. Thank you, Christina. You're very welcome. And I'm glad that made sense to you and we hit on what you needed to hear. Oh, Jen, much love to you. Thank you so much for hanging out, Jen. Okay, and I'm just going to next would be Jolie. Is Jolie here? And actually, I also got interrupted, and Benny, your spirit guide had something for you. Marbell had something for you too, which I wrote down. So, we're looking for Jolie and Benny. Okay, Jolie's here. So, okay, so while you're shuffling for Jolie, I'm just going to give Benny her message, but Jolie's next, okay? Fabulous. Okay, Benny, here's what Marbell had to say. Our work in this body isn't done till we leave it. No rest for the weary, so to speak. However, you have these feelings of negativity because recently you've been around a lot of negative energy, and this energy is plaguing all people, and it's messy to say the least. I think you have to change how you're doing content. I know you want to help people, but it can't only be about the other people. It has to be about Benny too, right? So she said, try having a members only live stream to really talk to the people who only really have your best intentions at heart and no malice. Try to surround yourself basically for the next few weeks with happy energy, and try to get rid of the negative stale energy that's been hanging out, and maybe do a cleansing too. And if you step out of just the negative for a little bit, basically they're saying you're going to be renewed and you're going to have a different outlook on your channel and how you do things. But they also said, don't forget about Benny and what Benny liked to do on her channel. So that was your answer anyway to your question. So I hope that answered it, and that was your reading.
So the very first one I've got for you is Beyond Time. Remember to live in the present whilst being aware of the bigger picture. Like, be fully present in your everyday. it seems like there's something that not trying to ignore necessarily, but that's something that is in the past, whether that be an event or a person's passing or something like that. Like dwelling a little bit too much outside of the present. And it's important to be in the present and aware of the bigger picture. I know how hard that is, but it is worth it. We have a blooming mind. When your mind is clear and at peace, creativity blossoms effortlessly. So, like, finding that peace, like acknowledging the past, and all the good and the bad, and there will be a peace. And that you know, and in that, as that peace comes, it allows your mind to bloom. We have pieces of truth. Bring fragments of your life together to create the full picture of who you are. Reclaim wholeness. But like everything feels very definitely shattered at the minute, but you can bring those pieces back together. It's re realigning all of these pieces that are fragmented through these situations. And to reclaim your wholeness. Yeah, it's very um, the those shattered pieces will come together, and you will have this blooming of your mind. They are asking for you to remain, like, to live in the present, like acknowledging the past and bringing those, finding those fractured pieces and bringing them together, but have an awareness of the bigger picture. Yeah, yours.
Thank you, Hannah. I'm just finishing up. I guess, Jolie, I thought I read for you, but for some reason I couldn't get your guide right away, so I don't know if maybe a different guide came this time. Sometimes that happens. But anyway, did I read for you? I swore you were in here once before, but you might have been in here for game night. So I had to get in touch with a guide for you. So anyway, it took me a second longer. Okay, so here we go. First reading. Okay, that's why I was so confused. I'm like, I swore Jolie was here before, but I think you might have been here for game night. Okay, so your spirit guide said there's only so much we can feel before we fill up and just feel like we're going to explode. Don't let yourself get so far gone. You can get back to some kind of normal, even if it doesn't seem like that now. And I understand that you also feel like you don't have much of a support system. But even one person can clean a mess and it could look spotless. So you do have help. Maybe you're looking in the wrong spot. Um, so I hope that made sense to you. And does she have a question, by the way? By the way, lovely. Yes. Okay. Answer to the question. Okay. And the answer to your question is yes. The answer to your question is yes. And I think I got it all. I think I got it all. 19 months. God bless you. I think you were one of the first. That makes a lot of sense to me. Thanks for oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, and I'm sorry you're feeling like you don't have a support system. But listen, in my stuff up there, page description, there's my Facebook. You could always message me. There's my email. I don't check a lot. I'd rather you message me because I'll see it. Yes, if you ever need anything. So there you go. That's for you. So now, got that. Got all that done. Got Jolie. Next is Jen. I'm sorry. Next is Janet and then Jen. Sorry. Janet and then Jen. Janet, are you here? I know Janet's here. I know she said she was here. Okay, Andre. I got you down too, but we're going. We actually did pretty good. So we have Janet, then Jen, then Kyle, Christina, Daryl, Petrazi. Jen, I think, said he was going. So we have Paula and then Andre. And that's what we have left. Not bad. Janet's here. So, okay, you got her.
We have pieces of truth. Like this says there's a situation that has it feels like it's gone to pieces, and that feels like it's threatening to fragment. Like yourself, but it doesn't have to be that way. As the next card is actually healing power. No matter how fragmented you may feel, you regenerate and you will emerge stronger. It feels like a real challenge. Maybe this situation feels like it's personal in some kind of way. not necessary. That might not necessarily be so. Because your next one is Gleaming Edge. And that is, take a step back. This can offer brilliant insights into your current situation. So, like, as you can see, like, there's different, like, parts of, like, this pathway, and each of them have a different perspective. And perhaps taking a step back and reevaluating and sort of looking at the overall picture, and maybe even getting more than one, you know, like get more than one perspective from more than one place, you know, perhaps at the bottom and halfway up and maybe at the top. And say it like, this will help. It's like your situation feels difficult, but they're behind you. A situation being fragmented doesn't mean that you will feel fragmented or may, you know, feel fragmented. You know, like,
Sorry, do you have one more? Do you have one more card? Because I really all of a sudden have to go to the bathroom.
go ahead. So, like, your healing card is, you can regenerate and you feel stronger. That, like, this is, like, you can use this as, this is not going to break me. This will only make me stronger. You know, and having that ability to see things from multiple perspectives is quite a unique thing nowadays, because a lot of people will stubbornly stick to their own perspective on something.
Sorry.
But, yeah, I hope that was helpful for you.
Janet, this is also the first time I read for you. We got a lot of firsts today. I'm meeting a lot of new spirit guides. So, it takes me a second, but hopefully it's also hard to, everybody's on a different frequency, so sometimes it's hard to understand, but I hope I got this right for you. Okay, so your spirit guide said there's a time when enough is enough. There's no need to feel bad for being done with a crappy situation slash person. The time has passed on this relationship slash situation. So they're kind of, you know what it is, or they know you know, so you know, but maybe they don't want us to know. But anyway, you both got what you needed. You both got what you needed, and now it's time to relinquish yourself and move on to bigger and better things. You're strong and you will recover. You will be better off in the long run. Learn to be happy with yourself and to be happy just being on your own and with yourself. You are enough. Be the independent diva you were meant to be. So that was that was your message from your spirit guide. And he also said you had a yes or no question in your mind today. And the answer to that question is yes. They're giving out a lot of yeses, but sometimes I don't know if this is a good or bad yes, but your answer is yes. Okay. And I hope that made sense to you. And I'm sure you know what they're talking about, because this is something that's obviously been going on a while. So completely right. Holy cow. It's awesome being free. Oh, okay. So did you recently just get rid of this relationship and now, yeah, I mean, the guide was like, yeah, no, don't feel bad. Be happy with yourself. So, yeah, well, I'm glad. They just reiterated that you did the right thing and to not worry about it. Don't look back. I love the last line that your spirit guide gave you. Be the independent diva you were meant to be. Okay? And there you go. So next is Jen.
Your first one is electric ideas. Be open to sudden flashes of inspiration and act on them to find new paths. They're saying that like there's a creative surge. that will happen if you allow it. Self-awareness is the second one after that one. Accept yourself as you are and embrace your true self, imperfections and all. So accept yourself for all of the imperfections that you see, as well as those that you feel are positive. Because, like, everybody sees everything differently. So truly accepting yourself for who you are with all of these imperfections could help with the creative surge. The next one is bright tides. Within every moment of chaos, there's a chance to transform and renew. There's harmony and duality alike. So things seem chaotic. This is also chances to allow ideas to come through, because in those moments of chaos we're trying to think of better ways for to do something or streamline a situation. So chaos isn't bad, necessarily bad. That is just how it is generally perceived. When when someone said, "Oh, it's been chaotic," it's usually inferred in a negative sense. But it can be used in a positive way. Like like a group of friends getting together and like, and they'll say, "Oh, how was your get together?" And oh, it's chaotic. It's great. Unpredictability can add a little spice to creative. Flurries. the last one is gentle flow. Consider being flexible and wisely yielding rather than resisting changes. It's like graceful moves. Like it's a like being like the flexibility and wiseness in allowing changes and not going against the the flow. Um, just as jellyfish go with the tide. They still get what they need to get. Yeah.
Yes, Benny's always in the bushes. Okay, Jen. There will be some new things coming about, but try to stay open-minded. I know you have a lot on your plate, but saying you have no time for that shoots down a lot of opportunities that you didn't even know about or that these things might bring about into your life. Don't cut off your nose and end up spiting your face without even knowing it. Interesting. That's a little different. And then you had a yes or no question, and the answer to your question is yes. Yes? Okay. And that was for Miss Jen. Eating cake with Johnny Cash. That's right. All right. Is Kyle here? Yankee Kyle, are you here? And poor Kyle probably fell asleep. Oh, Benny, Jen says hugs to you. She doesn't know why you can't see her messages, but she's giving you hugs. This is my first Wednesday show with you, Christina, and I'm enjoying this. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Anna. Yeah, and Robert's hanging in there, and it's 3 p.m., and so is Autumn.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. I'm sorry. You're right. It is.
I wish it
That's what I
was.
meant to say. It's 3 in the morning. It's still p.m. here for me. Okay, I don't see Kyle right this second, so we're gonna jump to Christina so that then she can go to bed. So next is Christina.
Okay, the first one that's come up is Secret Refuge. So, reconnect with your core self and be ready to emerge with a renewed clarity. Like, you need some you time just to reconnect with yourself. Like, what things are and how you want to move forward, etc., etc. And you have a protected space that you can go in order to do this introspection. The second card is Luminous Gems. Explore and nurture the many diverse talents and potentials within you. You have a lot of hidden talents and potentials that you can't see. Discover these hidden treasures. Explore all of them and nurture those that really call to you. This one is Passing Waves. Trust in the journey and know each change leads to a deeper understanding. So, like, change is a good thing. Just as waves they can they can they can cause chaos, but equally they can bring positive things. It's like trust trust the journey. Find yourself and explore those many talents that you've got.
Is it my turn? Ooh, Robert, that sounds tiring. Okay, I guess it is my turn. Okay. Um, your spirit guide says it sucks. It all sucks. But you really are the glue that holds more things together than you can even fathom. You remember that old song, or maybe it was a jingle, sticky like glue? That's you. Glue is a bond that is hard to be broken. However, if you fall apart, it's hard for us to put our own selves back together again. So make sure you care for yourself in the process. Um, and he wanted to include that we're all say it again. We're all the people we come across and everything. We're all intertwined, basically. So even if you feel like you're not getting through to someone, you did get through to somebody, and that somebody's going to get through to somebody else. And it's really like a domino effect. So don't feel like, oh, what you do isn't resonating with people. It really is. Um, and then I think you had a question, right? Okay. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes to your question. And that is for you. Mhm. I just want to make sure that made sense to Christina. And then I still don't see Kyle. So we will move on to Daryl. Is Daryl here? Good night, Robert. Much love to you. I know it's that time. Let's see if Daryl's here. Is Petrazi here? Let's see if our last readings are here. We have Daryl, Erica, Petrazi, Paula, Andre. Or laying. Yes, lying. Yes, Petrazi's here. Great. And I know Paula's here. Hey, K Dog. And I know Andre's here somewhere. Yes. I've always believed everyone and everything is connected. Thank you, Christina and Autumn. Now I can go to bed. Good night to you, Christina. All right, I don't see Daryl right this second either. Oh, there's
Yeah,
Daryl. I see him. Okay, sorry, Daryl. I know that 20-second delay is annoying. Okay, so let's go with Daryl.
Okay. So the first one that you have is true essence. Let yourself feel all of your emotions, all of them, and honor them as a vital part of you. Emotions make us, and like sometimes they can be difficult to discern and even to handle them, especially the more extreme ones. But they're all part of you. It's a complete self.
Wow, this is like crazy because as I'm writing all this, what the guide was telling me, that card really is really makes sense, Daryl. I'm assuming because obviously you're going through something. Well, let's see what other card she has, but
Yeah, it's and having feelings is not a bad thing. And like, given that November is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, I believe, like out there to all your guys, it's like feelings are what makes us human. We might not be able to figure out what they are, but they're still there. And we have ancient echoes. Honor the insights gained with experience and hear the truths resonate within you. Timeless wisdom. Like the things that you have learned through experience have given you the knowledge, wisdom that you have. Listen to those truths, allow them to resonate with you. And last one is gentle flow. consider being flexible and wisely yielding rather than resisting changes. You can do things with graceful wisdom. It doesn't have to be, bam, this is how it is. This is, oh, I'm right, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have to be in your face. It can be that quiet, knowing wisdom that you can roll gracefully. And I'm sure Christina can add a little bit to that.
Yeah. Only what the spirit guide told me, which was.
Camera.
Oh, thank you. Which was, because I was halfway through this when after you're saying the first card, and I'm like, holy cow. Okay, Daryl, you must try to remember that just because we are trying to stay strong for the people around us doesn't mean doesn't mean that we don't need a break, that we don't need to breathe, that we don't need to break down. We all need to be giving ourselves an outlet, to find somewhere to put our energy into. Find something to put all your energy into, like a hobby or something that will make you happy, where you can channel your energy into something that will give you a bit of peace along your journey. You can do what you want sometimes without feeling guilty, okay? If it's in moderation and it makes you happy, don't feel guilty. That was your guide's message. And he said you had a question for me, and the answer to your question is yes. And I hope that made sense to you. Andre, it's Petrazi and then you, I believe. I think we have two more. No, it's Petrazi, Paula, and then Andre. Sorry, three more. Uh-oh. We talked about feelings, and Daryl's like, I'm out of here. So, just so you know who's next, if you wanted to start shuffling before we hear from Daryl, it's Petrazi, which is Erica. Yes, thank you. Okay, it did make sense. All right, Daryl, I'm glad. And yeah. And I hope you find something fun. I like to do my little miniatures. I've been having a ball with them. Like literally, I had no more room for crafts, and I was like, what could I do that's crafty but tiny? And I found these things, and I'm just loving them.
You should start selling some of the older ones.
Yeah. I have a lot. I just don't know. Like, I have to find a little. I have to just do. Like, I did a yard sale with my sister, and I sold some things like pens and stuff. But I have to find like maybe a bigger yard to, like a place where more people walk by and stop. I have to get a little cart and walk down the avenue or something.
But we have pieces of truth. I'm getting that there's a situation that has fragmented and it's leading you to doubt who you are. Or you feel like you are like losing it. So you can sit with yourself, bring all of your pieces, all of you together, and have who you are. To reclaim your wholeness. The second one is delicate guide. Growth often happens in the shadows before it is fully realized in the light.
Lord have mercy. I swear to God that the guides are just talking through the computer screen. Okay.
So having growth within yourself and acknowledging you have growth within yourself, that's okay. That's more than okay. There's bigger growth, like the more like obvious kinds. It's more I want to say performative. That it's like more of like something like personal growth that you've worked on and made it bigger and bigger and bigger, and then everybody starts seeing it. And your third one is find closure. Celebrate achievements, acknowledge growth, and release any baggage. It's time to look at what you've achieved, how much you've grown, and to discard anything that isn't in your highest intention.
Oh, is it me?
It is indeed.
It is indeed. Okay. Here we go for you, Petrazi. There's something to be said for anonymity. If I said that right, you know what I mean. Sometimes we have to move in the shadows as not to give away our ideas or our position. Lay low. Karma takes a bit of time, but we can also have our own bit of petty karma. It's okay. Don't go overboard, but sometimes we need to give it. Oh, also, we need to cut back on something we're eating. Watch the food be an intake. It needs to be cut or lowered. So I don't know if maybe have you been feeling a little off? Maybe it's your cholesterol or blood pressure. Like I don't know why your guide would say something about food, but maybe just if you can get like regular just general blood testing, make sure all your vitamin levels are up to par. So yeah, I don't know, but it was such a weird thing to say, and it wasn't about weight. It was quite about like something being lowered or leveled out. So it must be like a vitamin deficiency or iron or cholesterol, something like that. Um, but it didn't explain to me exactly because that's all they said. And they also said you had a question, and the answer to your question is yes, Petrazi. So I just want to make sure that it's going to be snowing soon. I know. I hate the winter. That makes sense. I've been stunted mentally, and yes, I have been off. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Yes, yeah, it may just be a vitamin M that you're lacking or something because the saying to watch the food, something has to be cut or lowered is usually some kind of deficiency or something, maybe too much of something, um, which can happen too. So yeah. So I hope that made sense to you, and don't be afraid to move in the shadows, and don't be afraid to give your own petty karma.
Yeah, there seems like there's very much self-care themes running through that one.
Yes.
It's like self-care is not selfish.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we said Paula's next, yeah? Lord.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I've got on the list.
Paula.
Yeah. Your first one is Blooming Mind. When your mind is clear and at peace, creativity blossoms effortlessly. It's like maybe try sitting quietly with some very gentle music on, or even like meditation if you do that kind of thing. The second one we have is Dreamy Glow. Nurture and cherish your dreams, no matter how elusive they may seem. And what I'm getting from that is you might feel they're unachievable, but do you really know for certain? Unless you actually try. You don't know what you can achieve until you try. So nurturing your dreams is nurturing yourself. And so it will lead to the creative blooming of the mind. And yet the third one is unified flames. Connections with others amplify your light and lead to greater achievements. So this is then not only have we got you, but you have people who support you and will give you that boost. And that mutual support can lead to greater achievements in the longer run. Yeah. Bring peace to your mind and accept the support of your peers, and you will have this creative blossoming.
Awesome. Okay. Paula, I never read for you either, huh? This is the first time? I think so. Jen, you're back. Fabulous. Okay. If you have a question or something, I'm gonna do it after. We have just Paula and Andre left, okay? Paula, this was such a lovely message. You have a sparkly spirit and soul that seeps from you, leaving glitter everywhere you go. However, sometimes, as glitter does, it sticks. It sticks to us, and then other things stick to it. Dust and grime that we want to leave behind. So try a cleansing. I know you're not big into this stuff. However, a little sage never hurt anything. Just make sure to open the windows and do it in a ventilated space. You can also do some Sampalo wood burning, even sage incense with the intention of separating the dirt from your glitter. So basically, they're saying, like it was such a beautiful way to say it, but easily said is that everybody leaves an energy signature behind. So if somebody's really pissy, at the supermarket and just like left their pissy energy on a lemon and then walked away and you went and picked up that lemon and brought it home, that energy just is stagnant with you. So your guide is just reiterating that you would feel better if you just cleansed a little, to just get rid of that stale air. So yeah, I hope that made sense to you. Oh, and you had a question, and the answer to your question is yes. And there you go. And I love that reading. And it was lovely meeting your spirit guide.
Yeah, there was the first card recommended
Oh, did it?
to sort of meditation or like quietly sitting somewhere with gentle music.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, meditation. Yeah, it was like a cleansing, like, just to get rid of all the crap from the day. Obviously, you're very sparkly, and a lot of times, true, if you and I don't scare people, but you know, you have a lot of also spirit energy that will follow you if you have a sparkly aura. So I can understand why your guides tell you to cleanse, because things will just follow you and hang out for no damn reason at all. So, yeah.
There's things like sort of having a bath or a shower or something that also you feel like you can visualize stuff being washed away and leaving you like
Yeah.
your as your sparkly self with no attachments.
No residue. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is, okay, so that's for Paula. And then for Andre likes me to read the astrology. So what I'll do is I'll read the astrology for him, and then I'll let you just pull like a card and give a message. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Let me grab the astrology cards. I should say the astrology dice. You're welcome, Paula, honey. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. You got something different, I think, this time around. Let's see. You want that one? Okay. Okay, so your first one is Virgo. Sow the seeds of your future and tend with care. Practical, hardworking, and loyal. And then we'll do the numerology. So the numerology is number 10. Okay. When you think of number 10 in the numerology, you think of I achieve, outer world. It goes together with Saturn and Capricorn. 10 is the number that has infinite possibilities. It's perfect for people who are self-determined, social, and have an urge to explore more things in life. 10 is looked at as a relatively neutral number that doesn't have any negative connotations. Furthermore, it denotes the completion of a cycle, and people in this house want to move to a new phase of life. And then you had the Pisces, which, if you think of Pisces, think of the King of Cups in the tarot. It goes with the moon and, of course, with water. Ruled by Neptune, this celestial body governs creativity and dreams and adores exploring their boundless imaginations. Its symbolism of two fish swimming in opposite directions represent the constant division of attention between fantasy and reality. Neptune's energy of the ocean is magical, mystical, and often scary. When the fog is thick, the horizon is obstructed, and there's no differentiation, differentiating, you know the word, between the sea and the sky. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that today. And then your last one is the moon. And the moon goes with cancers. And when you think of the moon, think of the high priestess in the tarot. It goes with ocean, crabs, females, and water. So it's also goes with like, you also had the other water one. So interesting. Represents personal self, the feelings and the unconsciousness, a reflection of the true self represented by the sun. It's our deepest personal needs, our basic habits and reflections. The moon is goddess alike, a symbolism of mothers. The moon can reveal awareness about the personality that will expand your understanding of your truest self. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and then a yes or no question for you. The answer is yes. And then Autumn's going to give you a little message.
Yeah, the card that effectively got thrown at me, is spirit colors. I don't know if you've got like a connection to the indigenous, but I feel like there's some of that energy coming through. Is express your uniqueness and the dynamic energy you bring to the world. It's like, be unashamedly you.
That's a fabulous message, actually. And before we go, I also want to Jin. Jin came in here, then he had to go for a little bit, but he came back, so he must be in need of something. So, with that being said, maybe you could pull a card for Jin, and maybe I could get a message.
Well, that answers that question
Oh,
straight away, almost immediately. Warm feelings. It's got a cup of tea on it. Create space for quiet moments each day to reconnect with yourself. Time to reflect. That's like the brain just keeps overthinking. You give yourself time each day to just silence all that. Excuse me.
You read that fast. I'm still writing. Sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty direct. Yeah, Skinner. I literally keep wanting to call you Al. I'm sorry. Yeah, for those that are curious, um, this is the deck that I've been using today. The deep dive oracle cards.
Okay, Jin. First of all, you've had a question, I guess, in your head today. The answer to that question is yes. And then your guide, who has a very good sense of humor, who kind of laughed after he said the first line, which was, "The time has come for you to get with the program." And he laughed, meaning he's forcefully joking with you, but meaning find yourself in the moments of the day because somehow you keep losing yourself in the heat of the moments. So just sit and find yourself and take time to be you. Which I think was kind of like your card, which said like something, the T was like sit with yourself.
Yeah,
But this,
yeah.
I don't know where you've been losing yourself, but they said to find yourself in the moments of the day because somehow you lose yourself in the heat of the moments. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but
Yeah.
um,
Getting carried away with the in the situation, and perhaps the brain overthinking, and
maybe. AL, are you not feeling well? I hope you feel better, darling. Oh, your surgery. Okay, I'm gonna be praying for you, sweetheart.
good luck with your surgery. Uh, yeah.
Um, did we miss anybody? I don't think so. I really think we got everybody who
Who was here?
stayed.
Yes. Yeah.
um, so yeah. And nobody came back who was here. I had Tired on the list. I had Regina. I had Kyle. Fancy, who had to go. She wasn't, she was going to sleep. So I think that everybody else we got, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, thank you, Petrazi. Thank you for all the love. It's super getting windy. They actually have uh they put a wind warning into effect until I think 4 a.m. tonight. And I was like, "Pfft, it's not been windy all day," and all of a sudden the wind just got crazy. So just in time because if it knocks out the power or something, it's okay because we finished everything.
Yeah, we're all done.
We did it. Oh, thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Thank you, Autumn, for joining me. And tomorrow is Thursday. We'll do something tomorrow night, something exciting. I don't know what. It will
Yeah,
be games. It will be an interview. It will be freaking something. We will do something exciting. Somebody asked me about Mary too, and Mary is in um like inpatient physical therapy. And she said she stood up today without her ankles buckling for like 18 seconds, which is it was
that's
really
good.
good for her.
It's a real there's progress.
Yeah, it's progress. So she was excited. So I will let her know that you're all thinking about her. And thank you to all the newbies who came in. And yeah, I had a really lovely time. It was really great energy tonight, and the spirit guides were lovely as always. um, but tomorrow also the song that I've been playing for 2 weeks now, it will come out, which is the GOP canceled Christmas. I have not done a Friday night story. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow before the live stream, gosh willing. Saturday there will be a member song that will come out, which is for Kelly. Like I said, I'm trying to get through all the members as fast as I can, but they only come out on Saturdays. And then Sunday is a Sinister Sunday story. So yeah, that's what's going on this week. Um, um, Danny is in Texas doing his strongman. So I won't be doing anything Saturday night, but I will start doing Saturday nights with him when he gets back from Texas. We'll be doing some fun stuff. So looking forward to that. Anything else you got going on, Autumn?
No, not this week, I don't think.
Autumn's gonna recuperate this week.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
And yeah, so we appreciate you guys. And yeah, with that being said, because my back is about done for today. We
Yeah.
will see you tomorrow, guys. I'll see you definitely somewhere on the tubes too. So we appreciate you, and let's see what ending I have for you guys.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.